Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Do you not like cooking all the time? Are you tired of on Sundays, just cooking up a big meal? Do you ever want to just make something fast, easy, and simple and something that is extremely delicious? Well, you are in luck because today I am sharing my recipe on how to make the perfect sub sandwich, and that is not a exaggeration. This is my own masterpiece creation right here, and it's really delicious and it's really good, and I'm not selfish. Okay, so I'm putting this out there for the entire world to go ahead and give it a try, and then you tell me if it's not the best sub sandwich you will ever have in your entire life. And this is really quick, this is really easy. It's the perfect sub sandwich. Homemade, perfect homemade sub sandwich. It's really good. It's really delicious. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to make it. And if you guys follow these steps, every single one of them, you guys too will have a quick and easy, delicious sub sandwich that you can eat on Sundays or any other day of the week. But even on Sundays, you can watch it with your NFL football. You can watch it when you're watching a movie. You can watch it while you're watching your favorite TV show. It's a really good sandwich, guys. And I'm sharing it with the world today. Absolutely perfect. No exaggeration from me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and make the perfect sub sandwich, my own recipe. You guys will not be disappointed if you try this sandwich. So I got my sub bread here, and you're probably wondering, well, why is the sandwich on a pan? That's because I'm going to be putting it in the microwave to toast it up, because you want to toast this sub sandwich. It's absolutely delicious. The bread I got right here is Italian sub bread. Here, I actually got the name of it right over here. This is the type of bread you're going to need. Just a Italian split top sub bread right there from Nichols Deli. That is the bread you have to use. You cannot use a square piece of bread, because that is not an Italian sub sandwich from my recipe that I'm using. So if you use square bread, unfortunately, you're not making the sandwich, right? So yeah, this is needed, 100% needed. If you don't have this certain kind of sub bread, you can get a different type of sub bread that has the split top, the top and bottom split, just like so. And so that's the bread I'm going to be working with. It's absolutely delicious. I've already ate some sub sandwiches, but I decided it tastes so good that there's no way I could keep it for myself. So the very first detail you're going to need, I'm just going to show the ingredients one at a time, whenever I put them on the sub sandwich, so they're easily figured out. First thing you're going to need is some Virginia ham. And guys, I have to say this. You have to get these ingredients, because these are the ingredients that I use for my recipe to make the perfect sub sandwich. That is quick and easy. So you have to use it, and you guys will not be disappointed if you try my sub sandwich. If you try it for yourself, you will not be disappointed. Guaranteed. It's perfect. It's a perfect sandwich sub. So you're going to need Virginia or Virginia ham. You can get it chopped or you can get it sliced. That part don't really matter, but I went ahead and I got mine sliced, well, chopped up. So first I'm going to take the ham, and my hand is washed, and this is the bottom bun right here. So you want to start with the bottom bun. You just want to kind of put your ham, your Virginia ham. It has to be Virginia ham. I mean, okay, well, I guess it don't have to be. No, it has to be. Okay, it has to be. I was going to give some lenience way, but no, guys, it really has to be this type of ham, So yeah, what we're going to do, we spread that out. Get as much ham as I can to put on this. Right over here. You just want to cover the bottom basically. But you can put as much ham as you want. But I just put enough to fill the bottom here. And there's some extra few places that I can put more ham on. Like right over there. Okay, that's good right there. That's enough ham. See, the ham is covering the bottom bun. Now, what you need is going to be... Here's the next ingredient you're going to need. And it's simply hard salami. You can get any type of salami you want, but you have to have salami. Salami is really good. It's just a good taste to it. And I do like salami. And I already have some out right here on my pan. You're going to need 2 slices. As you can see, these are cut kind of thick. So you can go ahead and get your hard salami sliced thin if you wish to. But you're going to need 2 pieces. You have to get them cut exactly like how they're cut right here. And you're just going to want to put one right there. Then one over here on this side. And kind of squish it because it can get a little bit tall right there. So you can squish it down. And then it'll just fit on that bun really nicely. Just like that. Right over the ham. And so now it's time for some pepperoni. Like I said, it's time for some pepperoni here. Just pepperoni. I guess you can use like the normal size pepperoni. You don't have to get this specific kind of pepperoni. But if you get the small pieces, you're going to have to make sure your smaller pieces, if you use small pepperoni, that it covers the entire salami. The both rounds. But if you only use sliced pepperoni like I am right here, and it is cut thicker than the salami, but that's okay. Not a big deal. You can get it cut thin again if you really want to, but basically if you do use small pepperoni, you're going to want to make sure your pepperoni is covering the top of both of the salamis. Or you can just do what I do and just put that pepperoni right on top there of one. You can see it covers the majority of it. So that's what we are wanting. And we're just going to put another pepperoni right on the other piece of salami. Looks just like that. This sandwich is going to be delicious. I'm telling you guys, it is the perfect sandwich. And we're not even close to it being done. But we're almost close because, like I said, this is a fast and easy sub sandwich that you can make. It takes shorter than what you're seeing in the video. It takes a little bit tiny longer for me because I'm explaining you guys. I'm giving up my recipe so you guys also can make your own perfect sub sandwich. And when you try it, you'll be like, oh yeah, it is perfect. D-Space was right. Trust and believe you me, guys. So now, what else goes on this sub sandwich? Well, so the next ingredient you are going to need is some delicious banana peppers. Right there. I'm going to set these off to the side. Right here, banana peppers. Yes, I love banana peppers. I'm telling you guys, even if you don't like banana peppers, you will like it on this sub. And this is a complete recipe. So in order to try this sub the proper way, this sub sandwich, you have to have banana peppers. But I don't know anybody who don't like banana peppers. So yeah, banana peppers are just good. They bring a little tiny heat to it, and the peppers themselves are good. So I'm going to take my fork here. I'm going to grab some peppers up out of the jar. And I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm just going to place it right over the pepperoni. Just like such. Oh, if I get more here. Okay. Probably gonna grab more. Now you can put as much banana peppers you want to on your sub. I mean, even if it's like 2, that's fine, honestly. You don't have to cover your sub with the peppers. But I do like banana peppers, so I'm going to put on a few, not too much. And I'm going to spread it out once I get it all out here of this jar of banana peppers. You don't have to buy, I mean, look how big that jar is right there. That's a big jar of banana peppers, but I do like banana peppers, so I'm going to put quite a few. That's probably good enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of spread it out to kind of make it as even as possible on the sandwich. Like kind of just like put them off to the side here. Just like such. Oh, that piece fell off. Put this thing back on. Put this back on up there. Probably like right there. And again, it just gives that vibrant taste. And also it gives that, brings a little bit heat to the sub sandwich, which is what we're looking for. I'm going to grab some more peppers here and add some more peppers to this sandwich. I'm going to break this apart and just kind of like lay it over there just like this, and probably put this, I don't know, kind of like almost like Jenga, but right there, that's good enough peppers for me. On my sub, again, you can go ahead and put as many banana peppers as you want to, but that is completely delicious. You see the ham, you see the salami, you see the pepperoni, and of course, you see the banana peppers. It's just a nice sandwich right there, guys. Really delicious. Now, what next goes on? Well, I'm glad you asked me that. What next is some lettuce. Just ordinary lettuce. I got the kind that's chopped up already. I do recommend that so you don't have to go. But you can get the type of lettuce where you just pull it out, pull it off. Like the big ball lettuce is what I'm trying to say here. You can get that type of lettuce too. So you can use that, or you can use what I like to use, and that's this shredded iceberg lettuce right here. So I'm going to get some lettuce here. And where do you put your lettuce? Nope, you don't put it on top of the bun. That is preserved. But we're just going to put some lettuce right on top of the banana peppers. Just like such. Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, ladies, if you got a man at home, cook this for your man, and he will be one happy camper. Guaranteed. And even cook one for yourself, because you also will be a happy camper when you bite into this bad boy. Now, you can use as much lettuce as you want. I'm a lettuce fiend. Yes, I am going to be toasting this all together. But the lettuce don't get crispy or burnt or anything like that. It does shrink a little, shrivel up a little. But other than that, it's going to be completely fine. And you'll see it too as soon as we take it out and onto the oven. But I'm pretty sure that's good enough lettuce right there. The lettuce also still has its crunch even when it's heated up, because I don't leave it heated for that long. Just enough for it to get a little bit toasted. And right there is the lettuce. Oh my gosh. Just getting a side shot of this right here. Tell me that does not look delicious without telling me that don't look delicious. Oh man. Absolutely. Just, I'm telling you guys, this is the best sub sandwich you will ever get in the entire world. Absolutely perfect. Now, the bread is missed and the top bun's missing something. What is that top bun? What's a sub sandwich without any cheese on it? Am I right or am I right? So let's go ahead and grab some cheese. Alright guys, so this is the cheese I will be using. This is the recommended cheese I recommend you use. You can go ahead and use different cheese. I guess that would be okay. But if you want it just like the sandwich I'm making right now, the perfect sandwich, you got to use provolone. It might not taste right with any different types of cheese. So I strongly do recommend provolone, but if you like different type of cheese, I guess you can try it with different type of cheese. And if it don't taste good, don't blame me, because I'm telling everybody to use provolone. So if you use a different type of cheese and you're like, this ain't the perfect sandwich in the world, don't blame me, man. I told you, or a girl, don't. I told y'all to use provolone. So yeah, provolone is strongly recommended. Provolone just has a nice taste to it. Anybody who's tried provolone, you know what I'm talking about. It just have that really nice creamy cheese to it. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm not going to put my cheese on top of my lettuce. I'm going to put my cheese on top of my bun here. Well, I guess I should have separated it first. Is that just one piece? I thought, no, that is. Okay, these are cut thin too also, but they come in the bag like that. I didn't really have an option to cut these thin or thick, but if I did have an option, I probably would go ahead and get them cut thin just because they're better that way. But as you see, I laid one top there on my top bun, and I'm going to lay this one just right down like that, and you can see the cheese. It covers the entire top bun right there. The cheese does melt, but this cheese provolone, here's the special thing about it, is when you're toasting it in the oven, the cheese will melt, but the cheese will melt onto the bread itself. Meaning this outside right here, that's not technically on the bread right here, this flap, it will cook onto the bread like this. Like it will fold over and like cook into the bread. So that's not going to be a problem. You're not going to waste any cheese. And you'll also see that as soon as we go ahead and start up the oven here and go ahead and put this into the oven. But there is one more thing that I do like to put on this. Now, unlike the other things, this is optional. You don't have to put this on it, but I do like me spinach, okay? I like me spinach. I'm trying to be like Popeye the Cellar Man. Toot toot. Okay, that's why I'm going to go ahead and put some spinach. Spinach is not that bad as people make it out to be, guys. It's actually pretty good, especially when you mix it in with something else, just like this perfect sub sandwich that I'm creating for you guys, giving my own recipe. But you guys don't have to put spinach, but I'm going to put some spinach on here. Not a lot, but I'm going to put it on the cheese part. Now when the spinach cooks, it will go into the cheese and it will melt. Well, it won't melt, but it will stay on top of the cheese and it won't fall off. Now, it will shrink like the lettuce, but that is okay. But I do like spinach, and I think it tastes 10 times better with spinach. So I do recommend it with spinach, but it is optional. It's totally up to you guys. You guys don't have to put spinach on there, but I mean, just look at that color, first of all. Tell me that doesn't look like the most perfect sandwich you've ever seen. This is good right here. Oh boy, I cannot wait to eat this. That's good right there. Just this bursting out with colors too. And that's it right there. That's all the spinach I'm going to put on it. And that sandwich is done. Now the only thing left to do is really just go ahead and put it into the oven, which I'll show you guys what temperature to cook it at. But before we go ahead and put it in the oven, let's just get a better look here. You got the cheese with the spinach, the provolone cheese. Provolone is a really nice piece of cheese right there. I really do like spinach. Spinach has that greenery taste to it, along with the lettuce here. Lettuce is lettuce. We all know what lettuce tastes like, including with the banana peppers. It's a really good mixture between the lettuce, the peppers, the pepperoni. Pepperoni is really good. Salami, I like salami too, and I like the Virginia ham as well. So those combinations of flavor right there is going to be a really, really unique taste. And I really am telling you guys, I'm really honest with you guys. This is the perfect sub sandwich. Quick and easy. And it just looks delicious. It looks delicious, but I'm telling you, it tastes better than it looks. Wait, no, that's kind of a bad thing. Well, I'm just saying, it looks really good, but when you taste it, it's going to taste that much better, is what I'm saying. And it's just a nice sub sandwich right here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my oven to 375 and press start. And there it is. You don't have to wait for your oven to preheat. You can go ahead and put your sub in while your sandwich is preheating. Now, I have no timer for this sub. I just kind of eyeball it. I kind of like my cheese to be like crispy brown almost, but not like burnt, obviously, but like to where it's like kind of dark. I mean, you'll see what I mean once I take it out of the oven. But for now, this sub is going into the oven, and I just kind of eyeball it. Really, it's all up to you. Like, how toasted do you like your sub sandwich? Basically, that's up to you. But me, I like to eyeball it. I'll probably say, if you made me guess, probably like 10 minutes tops. I leave this in there, but I'm not sure. I never really time myself. I just always kind of just looked at it as it was toasting in the oven. But to each their own, I guess. Whatever temperature you like. But my delicious sub sandwich right there. I'm going to put that into the oven. And you do not have to wait for your oven to preheat. You can go ahead, because while the oven is preheating to 375, you know, it'll start toasting up. So you don't have to wait for the timer to go off. But I'm going to go ahead and close the convertible. Bang. And now we just wait. Again, toast it as long as you want to toast it. And as soon as it's done, I'll pull it out and I'll give it a try for you guys. I'm just waiting for it to get toasted at this point. Alright, my sub is done exactly how I like it. So now we're just going to take it out of the oven, and this thing smells absolutely delicious. I'm just going to pull it out of the oven here. I already turned the oven off. And we will take a look at the final product right here. Look at that. Now, like I said, your lettuce is going to get a little tiny bit brown, but it's not going to get burnt. But it will still have that crispiness that lettuce has. Yeah. So, and here is what I was talking about. You see how there's no cheese on the pan whatsoever? No cheese whatsoever, because like I said, it goes right here off to the edge and then it melts into the bread. And this is normally how I like my cheese, right here. Like just kind of burnt around the edges. And that is cooked up perfectly. The pepperoni is going to be hot. The ham is going to be hot. The salami is going to be hot. The lemon peppers, they're already hot, but they're also going to be hot just from the heat. And as you can see, just like the lettuce this did, spinach dries out more than lettuce does. I don't know if anybody knew that, but nonetheless, it's still good spinach right there on top. And it pushes down the heat, makes it push down so it connects to the cheese right there. And that is just a good, delicious sub sandwich right there. The best sub sandwich you are ever going to eat in your entire life. Now, there's only one more thing left to do. That is for me to grab a plate here. And you're going to want to put this half on your plate. When you pick it up, it is going to be kind of hot. I'm going to move this over here. Move that pan. Woo, I picked up that pan with my fingers. Alright. There it is. You can see the peppers and everything. It has just flavor profile everywhere. Now, this is another strongly recommended type of dressing you want to put on your sub sandwich, because it is not done yet. And yes, I am talking about some zesty Italian dressing. This is a strongly recommended. I never ate it with like any other types of sauce, with like ketchup or mayonnaise or any other thing else you can put on a sandwich sub. I never tried it with anything else. So if you do decide not to put this on your sandwich sub, just know it might not be as perfect as this sub sandwich is going to be with the Italian dressing, the zesty Italian dressing right there. It just has a lot of different flavors inside of it and everything. But you can go ahead and try that, but it might not be as good as this. So this is strongly recommended. And now I'm gonna pop this open. As soon as I get this open here, I gotta twist the cap. Oh, okay, I got the cap. Now we're just gonna pour some right on top of this sandwich right here. And we're just gonna cover the entire sandwich with the Italian dressing. Don't really matter how much you use, but I like the Italian dressing on it. And again, it just adds to that flavor profile that is already on this sub sandwich. So that's good right there. And I also like to go ahead and pour some on top right over here. Again, I just kind of just go over and just try to cover the entire bun here. Like that, like so, right there. Don't worry about the Italian dressing. You can use your sub to go ahead and wipe up the Italian dressing. Now it's time to put the convertible on top of the lid. Just like such. Bam. Right there. Push this over to the middle. And there she is, folks. There she is. Oh, just look at that. Tell me that this is the best sub sandwich anybody can ever in the world make for you. It's better than all those restaurants, Jersey Mike's, anywhere where they sell sub sandwiches. You're not going to get a better homemade sub sandwich. You're not going to find a better sub sandwich anywhere in the world unless you follow my recipe basically on how to make a delicious step-by-step. If you use the ingredients that I use, you will not be disappointed. And it's just also a nice sub for Sundays, NFL days. You know, you want to watch your football or your movies. I know I already said that, but it's just absolutely true. It's quick and it's easy. And, I mean, just look at it. What more can I say? The flavors are all there, down to the Virginia ham, the peppers, the pepperoni, the salami. It's just a nice sub sandwich right there, sitting in some Italian zesty Italian dressing. Now there's only one thing to do, and that is to take a bite of this bad boy. So I'm going to lean over my plate here and try not to get any dressing on me, because my dressing will drip. And it's just going to be a nice, solid bite. I'm going to make sure I get all that cheese and everything. Right there it is. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best sub sandwich you can make. The most perfect one in the world. Letting you know right now. I already know what this tastes like, so it's going to be a 10 out of 10. But here we go. The bite of the perfect sub sandwich. With all that in it. No. That bite had everything in it. I had the banana peppers, the cheese, the pepperoni, the salami, the ham, the bread. That cheese, the pepperoni cheese is really good. We see that Italian dressing running down my neck, but look, I didn't get none on my shirt, so yay. But man, that is so delicious. Going in for one more bite for you guys, as always. Mm. Mm. Wow. This is a 10 out of 10. You guys want the perfect sub sandwich. Make this sub sandwich.
I guarantee you will not be disappointed if you followed all the steps correctly. I'm telling you guys, this is the best sub sandwich in the entire world. And I wanted to share my recipe with you guys, and that's how you guys make it absolutely delicious. 10 out of 10 all day long. And that's going to do it, guys. That is how you make the perfect sub sandwich. You guys will not be disappointed if you make this for yourself. Very easy. How delicious that sub sandwich looks right there. Nice and toasty, just the way I like it. The flavor profile, they all mixed together. And it's just a perfect sub sandwich. You will never find another better sub sandwich like this in your entire life. I'm telling you guys. But with that, guys, that's going to be the end of the video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Mmm.